traditional nominating convention we have here is still scheduled for the 19th of March, and we'll go ahead with that. Then we have the 7 assembly conventions in the following week, and all those will happen, and we'll spend, of course, pretty much I always love being here and love with the people of Thiruvananthapuram, so I'm looking forward to it. No particular complaints.
2-month-long elections across the country, and the results are only on June 4th.
June 4th was again a bit of a surprise. I had understood that because last time the results came on the 18th of May, and I think all the, if I remember correctly, all the parliamentarians assembled and were sworn in sometime around the late 20s of May. It was certainly in May. I can't remember the exact date. I thought that by law that meant 5 years from then we'll have the same thing. So clearly my calculations are slightly off. The 4th of June is a bit longer than I expected, but obviously I'm sure that the Election Commission knows what it's doing in terms of constitutional propriety. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. So we will expect if the results are out on the 4th of June, then it looks like we will probably have to be sworn in and so on. After that, 10 days usually they give people to come to Delhi for the swearing in and so on. So everything is going to be a little later than we have been accustomed to. I've been accustomed to in my last 3 elections, because certainly in all the previous elections we were fully done and dusted in the course of May.
Elderly people have a chance to opt for home.
Yeah, I was wondering if my mother might be one of the early beneficiaries of this new policy. She is one of those who's over 85 and is therefore theoretically allowed to vote from home, though we haven't yet understood exactly how that works. But certainly, given the fact that she's very gamely trooped to the polling stations in the last 3 elections to vote for me, it might be nice to give her a break and let her relax at home while election officials show up to collect her vote. We'll find out about that and see how that can be done. To my mind, that's one innovation that has aroused my curiosity. Otherwise, everything the Chief Election Commissioner said is standard fare that as far as I can tell. And I am assuming that we'll all be in a position to face elections in the same sort of spirit. What is extremely important, I think, is to underscore his message that we should conduct civilized, decent competition. There should be no hate speech. There should be no defamation, no unnecessary maligning of people. It should be about issues, principles, stands, ideologies. That's what elections are all about. And I certainly hope very much that that's how we will do it here in Kerala. Political finance is genuinely a problem. The longer the election, the more money you need to spend. I didn't hear, or maybe I didn't tune in quickly enough to find out whether they have raised the limit. Last time it was 70 lakhs for the legal expense account that we can open. I didn't wait because I knew you guys were waiting here, so I came out. But my own view is that that is an important thing for us to know, whether there will be a slight increase. Certainly, for us, the longer the campaign, the more expenditures. You know, you have not just the usual posters and so on, but there's also stages, megaphones, jeeps, vehicles throughout the constituency. All of these things cost money. Some will be spent by the party, but our party has been facing other challenges with the freezing of accounts and so on. So finance, the longer the election is, then certainly the ruling party, which is the best finance party in the country, will certainly have an advantage, because they can sustain a very long campaign far more easily than some of the smaller parties or the less well-financed parties can.